What's going on there, guys? We're back with another one. I want to talk about this video that has been going viral over the last day or so with Serena Williams' husband checking Stephen A. Smith live on air. And I think back to different times when Stephen A. gets into it with someone, he's going hard on Jay Williams, talking about what you mean, what you saying, really going in on somebody like Jay Williams. But I seen JJ Redick disrespect him. He kept it humble and close to the chest. And now Serena Williams' husband calls him out. Now remember, Serena went on that Super Bowl stage trolling her ex Drake with uh, Kendrick Lamar. And Stephen A. is like, if you that interested in your ex, you don't need to be with me if you got to go out there and troll him. So that's where the whole thing started at. Now, Alexis Ohanian was on ESPN First Take, and he called Stephen A. Smith out on it, said, you got some marriage advice for me. Let's get into it.
Knows her and Drake were together at one point in time.
Right.
And it seemed like everybody wanted to get their lick back on Drake.
RC's, what Stephen A. is saying, if he was in that situation and now he's married, he's not allowing none of that's happening.
Hold on, no.
That's what he said.
If I'm married and my wife is going to join trolling her ex, go back to his ass. Because clearly you don't belong with me. What you worried about him for and you with me?
I gotta get that lick back.
Go ahead, RC.
Stop it. Stop it.
What?
Stop it, Stephen A.
This is true.
If you with Serena Williams, you gonna be a kept man anyway. Don't start that.
Really?
You ain't gonna run the house. You're not gonna wear the pants.
You know about that?
You
Can I ask a question?
Hold on.
RC's hilarious. He said you're going to be a kept man.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Alex is doing pretty well. He found Reddit. And he sold Reddit for a good chunk of change. I think he okay.
Yeah, he got.
Like I said, I know Alex.
Hold on. Dio got something to say. Dio got something to say. Go ahead, Dio. You got something to say?
Stop.
He's raised his hand. We got to hear from Dio.
I want to hear this one.
Well, also, too, Stephen A. Smith, I think you had some marriage advice for me. Is that right? Or?
Well, you know what? Listen, I didn't. People, headlines are headlines. We can get into that another time, but I was hoping you were
going to be here.
I am not qualified. Married? Right. Oh no, not me. Well, I ain't qualified, my brother. I'm not qualified.
I was going to ask because you hadn't been married before, right?
I am married.
No, Stephen.
He hasn't.
No. Okay. Yeah, because I give advice to plenty of founders who want to build billion-dollar companies, and the reason I do that is because I build billion-dollar companies. Yeah. So I generally try to stay in my lane as advice
Then
department.
we'll talk marriage advice later. I'm going 13 years strong. We got
Deal.
you. Alexis, thank you so much. Athlos NYC two-night event in New York. Incredible. Can't wait to watch. I'm looking for a Tiffany's crown. Appreciate you, Alexis.
Appreciate you.
Now, in contrast, I want to look at how he talks to Jay Williams when they got into it on a less serious sports issue.
Sitting up here on national TV absolving Kyrie Irving of every decision. I'm not going back and recounting every decision. I'm just saying how it's interesting to me. It just carries such a bigger momentum, in particular with you, more so than anybody else.
Jay, you know what? What I would ask you is do me a favor. Stop telling us what you find interesting and just tell us what you feel.
No, my job is to be interesting.
You say, I find it interesting. You always say that. Say what you're saying. What are you saying?
What did I just say?
What are you saying?
What am I saying? I just said what I'm saying, Stephen A.
Which is?
And I'm not allowed to say what I find interesting?
Of course you are.
But once again,
I invite you on the show to say what's interesting.
He thinks you're too preoccupied with Kyrie, too hard on Kyrie.
Did I mention Kyrie Irving last week before he demanded a trade? We were talking football. How many times have I mentioned Kyrie Irving over the last few weeks?
I don't seem to be the one being triggered right now.
Well, I'm always triggered.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you are not.
Okay.
I've seen you. I watch your show every day.
So what?
Are we talking about Kyrie or is this personal?
It seems personal.
I don't want it to be personal.
What seems personal?
It seems personal for you.
For me with Kyrie?
Yes.
You
1,000,000%.
You of all people with all the interest you have got the nerve to sit here in national television and tell me I'm getting personal with a player? I don't lose no sleep.
I didn't say you lose sleep.
I don't lose any sleep over Kyrie.
I didn't say you lose sleep.
I'm passionate about the subjects I'm passionate about. I don't accuse you of getting personal when you take the position.
You have accused me of getting personal.
Oh my God.
You have, Stephen A.
Can I go on the court?
I'm gonna leave it
Can I go on the court real quick? Because I'd like to. Because when we started off,
we both got a lot to say.
All right.
You do?
Yeah.
You do?
Okay,
Just say
guys.
it, Jay.
Can I?
Just say it,
I'm
Jay.
not in here for that. I'm not in here for
Just
that.
say it, Jay.
I'm on your show.
Okay.
So it was for that reason I wanted to highlight that. It showed you the contrast in the way that he addressed those two situations. And this Alexis guy, he was being dead serious. Like she was the co-host on First Take, she was like, no, I never been. He was like, nah, Stephen A. And it was like an awkward little silence because she was like, oh, and it went back over to the Stephen A. And he was trying to put him on the spot. Like, what you got to say now, homeboy, live on your network? Because I sit in those same rooms with your bosses, so I don't have to abide by these rules. That's the way he was talking to him, basically sunning him and little boying him a little bit in that commentary. And Stephen A backed off of it. Stephen A should have stood on what he said and said it again. But again, I think this guy sits in a room with his bosses. He probably hangs out with them at the country club, and that's his boys. So Stephen A, I noticed how he politely went around that. And I always like to call this out when people come off as a real, I'ma say whatever type of person. Everybody got their limits and everybody got their picks as far as who you're gonna say that to. Yeah, it's all cool and funny when you cursing out Jason Whitlock or somebody like that who doesn't have any power or isn't connected with people. But when it's someone like that, I've noticed, even if you look at what's the UFC guy name, how Stephen A glossed over that, but we harp on Kyrie Irving and a vaccine. What's the dude name for the UFC who was hitting his wife? That guy. God, I'm losing his name all of a sudden too. But Stephen A didn't really say anything about him, and I'm noticing this about people in power positions and how he handles these things. And so, if we can't say nothing to these people when they're in our face, we don't need to be talking reckless about LeBron. We don't need to be talking reckless about none of these people. Um, if when we got our opportunity, Stephen A should have stood on it because what he said wasn't that disrespectful. He should have said, if I was married, then I would not want my wife interested out there trolling her ex, on the Super Bowl stage. That's what he should have said. If that's how he felt, he should have said it again. But instead, he just kind of bowed out and said, no, I ain't never been married. I ain't got no advice for that, yada, yada, yada. So he got to play nice with that contract. This guy, I believe, Shannon Sharp said in that clip, he sold Reddit. So he's playing a different game, so that's all I got to say. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.